Every culture on the planet has some kind of shamanic tradition. Who's heard that word, shamanism? Shamanism sometimes gets called, when it comes to plant medicine, gets called ethnobotany. That means the botany of the ethnic people. You go there and you study the herbs that the people use in their area. And the ethnobotanical stories, or the shamanic stuff, gets filtered into our culture in funny ways. I'm going to tell you guys a little story about that. There's a mushroom that grows in Siberia. You've all seen it in art. If you haven't seen it in person, maybe some of you have eaten it. It's a red mushroom with white spots on it. And you can get to know a species of plant very intimately. And the natives here understood that, and they had totems with the animals. Well, you can have a totem with a plant, right? And different cultures have plant totems. And the Siberian shaman, they had a totem called the fly agaric. It's that red mushroom with the white spots. Now that plant's a symbiont. That mushroom's a symbiont. It needs another organism to live. It grows off the roots of spruce trees. Now, the people there would ingest that mushroom on the winter solstice. That was like a sacred day to them, because that's when the sun rises again. The Son of God rises again, about December 25th. And they would bring the tree, the spruce tree, the blue spruce, into their house at the winter solstice. And then they'd place under that tree boxes in red with white stripes. Now they would hang that mushroom around the fireplace to dry it. Big red mushroom around the fireplace. You'd want to dry it out first. That plant's a gift. It's a present. Now, in Siberia, about that time of year, it can snow quite a bit, so your house might end up kind of buried in snow. And so when the shaman comes to deliver you your Amanita muscarias, you might have to drop them down the what? Chimney. Chimney, right? So you can get them. That makes sense. Now, the interesting thing is that plant's very psychoactive. Does everyone know what psychoactive is? That's that it works on your brain. We like to call those drugs, right? Very psychedelic plant. And what happens to people who take it is they encounter usually what's called an entheogenic experience. There's a very religious experience for them. So they would take that plant at the winter solstice to kind of have like a renewal, a reawakening at the same time the sun is reawakened from the lowest light levels. So the shamans would actually feed it to reindeer who eat it wild. The reindeer eat it and get high on it and run around and play. That's actually a phenomena. They call those flying reindeer. Somehow that got inserted into our Christmas holiday. Strangely, right? We still bring in the tree. We still do the red and white. We still have the shaman. What do we call him? Santa. Interestingly, he used to be depicted in the traditional Siberian shaman gear until who started making him look red and white? Does anyone know? Coca-Cola made him red and white. That's how that started.